Welcome to Shom Machshava on the Daf. She was sponsored by Mishnah and Psak. We're holding in Shavuos Daf Dalit. The Gemara in the beginning of Amud Aleph brings the Rebbe had two stomas that seem to contradict each other. Stoma in the beginning of Masech Shavuos and stoma later in the Masechta. And the Gemara says the Rebbe in the beginning he held one way, and therefore he said stoma. Then he changed his mind. But the reason he didn't go back to the first Mishnah and erase it is because Mishna lo yizozom im koimoy. Rashi explains the reason Mishnah is also Mikoimo is because the Talmidim got used to it already. They already know this Mishnah. So to come and change the Nusach of the Mishnah, we don't change it. We just say another stomach to clarify the Rebbe changed his mind. Interesting enough, this is the Kudo, the Yad Malachi, who brings the Kol Shas. He says this is not only in Shas, it's also by the Poskim. Many times the Poskim, when you bring something in one place, and even though later they'll change their mind, they won't go back to fix the first thing they said. And he brings an example, the Knesset HaGedolah in Even Ezer, Siman Kuf Yutes, on the Kor Satur. He brings a question on the B'Soysev. The B'Soysev seems to contradict himself. Then in one place he brings the sheet of the Rashba, and then in another place he brings the sheet of the Rambam that argues. So it says the Knesset HaGedolah that when he was learning the first sugya, he didn't realize the Rambam was speaking about the sugya because it's talking about something a little different. And he realized that only when he reached the next siman. And he didn't go back to erase the Rashba that he mentioned in the first place, either because he forgot, that's what the Knesset HaGedolah says, or because you have a din of Mishnah Rishayna lo yizozom im koimo. Now here, but the Poskim is a little hard to understand this. But the Poskim, it doesn't sound like Rashi says that the Talmidim already got used to it and it's very hard to change. Poskim, you talk about the Pashtas, these Sfarim came out in one shot, especially the Simonim and Even Ezer of the Shulchan Aruch. He put it out together. Why didn't he go back and correct if he made a mistake? So if you look at the Shlo in one place, at Tur Shapal Peh, in the cloud-based Rebbe, he brings the way Rashi says over here, Mishnah lo yizozom im koimo, because you don't want Talmidim to make a mistake. He brings another example to it, that sometimes you find in the Mishnah, they mention the Talmid before the Rebbe. How can it be? The Rebbe should come before the Talmid. It says the Talmid that you mention is what the Talmid heard from his Rebbe when the Rebbe was young. Then the Rebbe changed his mind. So then afterwards you say the Rebbe, but Mishnah lo yizozom im koimo. But then the Shlo in Maseches Shavuos, Torah or Tzamech Gimel, seems to say another thing. He starts by speaking about when we have to be Mesares Hakro, we have to change the order of the Pasuk. Says the Shlo, we have to change the order of the Pasuk in order for us to understand it. But if we really understand the Pasuk, we'll know that we don't have to change the order. Meaning we should be able to understand the Pasuk without Sirus if we really understand what the Pasuk means. Because we're a little further away, so we have to change the order of the Pasuk. But the way the Pasuk was written, there's a reason for it. The Torah is not written b'mikro with mistakes. Continues the Shlo and says the same thing in Mishnah and in Gemara. Whenever it says Chesurim Mechser V'Achitani, it's not stam, there was a mistake over here. But Rabbeinu HaKadosh, when he wrote the Mishnah, he wrote it Beruach HaMkodesh, or Metzilus Loshoin Mufchor V'Omoik Omok Arov Mosboi. There's Oimik Lefim Oimik in every Mishnah. And that's why if there's a Chesur Mechser, it's not really Chesur Mechser, it's just for us to explain it, but really there's Oimik over here the way it is. Based on this Shlo, we can add another understanding. And what it means, Mishnah lo yizozom im koimo. It's not just the fact that technically I don't want to change it because the Talmidim will get mixed up. But a Mishnah that was written Beruach HaKodesh, even though maybe Rebbe figured out to change his mind, we don't change the Lashon. If it was written that way, there's a reason why it was written that way. And it's similar to the famous Tumim that we spoke about in the past. The Tumim, Kitzur Tokvakoy, Siman Kuf Chov Gimel Kuf Chov Dalet. There he says that the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramah, the Miskabel, like the Sifrei Psak of Am Yisrael, they're all written Beruach HaKodesh. And then he goes on to say that nobody can say, I don't pass like Shulchan Aruch and Ramah. If I have other Poskim, I want to go with other Poskim. But the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramah, when they're written in such a high level of Ruach HaKodesh, Se'ata Dishmaya, that we go with that Psak. This recording is being done in the city of Krakow. Today, I was zoichet to visit the Shul of the Ramah. So I feel you're coming out of the Shul of the Ramah and talking about the Maila of the Torah of the Ramah. And you're putting all this together. When you have the Mishnayos, you have the Gemaras, you have the Poskim that we go to Oyram, there's a special Ruach HaKodesh Siyata Yishmaya for things to be written a certain way. And if there's something that seems to be like a mistake, we leave it there because there's a special Ruach HaKodesh for it to be written that way. I have to explain why we change our mind, but there's some limud to learn from the way it was written. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email list to Hatzakol, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.